one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You need a standing desk.
I do. I just need a couple of acetaminophen this morning, a couple Tylenol. All right. I need a motion for the approval of the minutes of the March 28th, 2017 general session and the minutes of the March 23rd, 2017 briefing session.
So moved.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Minutes have been approved.
All right. The engineer.
The public hearing.
Yep. And we have a public hearing this morning. Antoine, if you could read the public hearing into the record.
Yes, public hearing regarding plan approval for the 2017 resurfacing program for various Franklin County roads, Franklin County, Ohio.
All right. Dean, if
Good
you
morning,
would.
Commissioners.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Mr. Ringel, if you would please brief the public hearing and we'll
Yes.
see if there's anybody here that'd like to speak.
So what we have is a list of our roads that we're going to be resurfacing for the county portion of our resurfacing program this year. We have sections of Alkire Road, Big Run South Road, Bixby Road, Flint Road, Harlem Road, Holt Road. Actually, I should have put these in location order instead of alphabetical, hopping all over for you, but just so you can picture them.
Maybe you should have just had a map.
We got 'em.
Instead of here's a
pretty-
big map, here it is.
Pretty
Yeah.
familiar with Franklin County. We got it.
So Harlem Road, then Holt Road.
You want us to go, and locate
That's
them
what I was
for
thinking. In
you?
your mind, you got to say, okay, now I'm in the southwest.
Northeast,
Yeah.
southwest. We got you.
All right. Morris Road at Johnstown Road, Opossum Run Road, Patterson Road.
I don't know where Opossum Run Road is.
Opossum
Yeah,
Run is
Patterson Road's out.
I
southwest,
don't.
Patterson's
southwest
in
down
Brown
by
Township.
Harrisburg.
Got it.
Okay.
Yep, down by Trapper John.
Patterson's out in Brown Township.
Yeah.
Patterson's out in Brown. Parkwood Avenue, more in the Linden area.
Gotcha.
Stall Road down
Out
south,
in Jackson Township.
and that's the end of the list.
Gotcha. Okay.
All
See,
right.
we're good. All right. Is there anyone here that would like to speak at the public hearing? Seeing nobody. All right.
Resolution number 242-17, plans approved for the 2017 resurfacing program for various Franklin County roads, Franklin County, Ohio.
I will move approval.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 242-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 243-17, plans approved for the maintenance of pavement markings on various bridges, Franklin County, Ohio.
Commissioners, as our bridge decks are concrete and the markings on concrete is a little bit different than on asphalt roadways, we have a specific set of plans for remarking the concrete bridge decks throughout the county.
I'll move approval of 243-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 243-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 244-17, establishing, altering, and widening of Sunbury Road, County Road number 8, Blendon Township, Franklin County, Ohio, declared necessary.
Commissioners, there is a section of Sunbury that we were working with Blendon Township on to be able to have a sidewalk improvement along the west side. So this is getting that process set up.
Great. Move approval of 244-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 244-17 has been adopted. Resolution.
So that's on the west side of Sunbury Road, not on the west side of town.
That is,
Blendon Township,
Correct.
which is on the northeast side of town.
we do need our directions.
Sunbury
don't we?
Road, yes. When you said that, I was like, okay, people listening might think.
Yeah.
So it's on
So
the
we're
northeast, so the
doing
northeast
it
corner
the
of
West
the
side of
county.
Sunbury Road,
The west side of Sunbury Road, yes.
in the
I'm
northeast
sorry.
part of the county. That is.
All right,
that is
245-17, Antoine, sorry about that.
Resolution number 245-17, resolution authorizing
Wow.
contract with Ronald J. Gayjock and Associates to provide architectural consulting services in the amount of $95,943.
Commissioners, as stated, this is an architectural design contract with Ron Gajak and Associates. We utilize the qualifications-based selection process, and we have worked with this company in the past.
Move approval of 245-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 245-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 246-17, resolution authorizing contract with Patrick Engineering Incorporated Consultants to provide engineering services in the amount of $35,000.
Commissioners, this is a professional services contract with Patrick Engineering. They will audit and inspect the 25 at-grade railroad crossings on unincorporated roadways within Franklin County.
Good thing.
Yes.
I'll move for passage of 246-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 246-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 247-17, resolution requesting the Ohio Department of Transportation to reduce the speed limit on a portion of Roar Road, County Road number 235, Franklin County, Ohio.
Commissioners, this resolution is for a stretch of Roar Road in the southeast part of the county in Madison Township. We received a request for speed limit reduction to match that in the city of Groveport. So we looked at the warrants and recommend that the speed limit be lowered from 55 to 45 miles per hour.
Move approval of 247-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 247-17 has been adopted.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thanks. Prosecuting attorney?
Resolution number 248-17, resolution authorizing contracts with Albin and Albin LLP, Columbus Title Agency of Westerville Incorporated, Paramount Title Agency Incorporated, and TLC Title Services Incorporated for title insurance services in the amount of $200,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Nick Soulis, First Assistant Prosecuting Attorney. Commissioners, this resolution before you, 248-17, authorizes our contracts with our title companies. They do our title searches for us and also provide title insurance. This is for a foreclosure program. So we respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 248-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 248-17 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
The sheriff?
Resolution number 249-17, resolution authorizing the second contract modification with North Point Incorporated in the amount of $31,546.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dave Masterson, Director of Administrative Services for Sheriff Dallas Baldwin. This resolution approves a contract modification with our classification software vendor to produce an interface with our jail management system vendor in order to allow the two systems to talk. Any questions? I ask approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 249-17. This
Se-
is good that they can talk now.
Second.
It's always
Progress.
nice technology.
Yeah.
Yes.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 249-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 250-17, resolution authorizing the Franklin County Board of Commissioners to accept the collective bargaining agreement between the Franklin County Sheriff's Office and the Fraternal Order of Police, Ohio Labor Council Incorporated.
Commissioners, this resolution accepts the collective bargaining agreement between the Sheriff's Office and the FOP LLC representing all classification specialists. This particular agreement is brand new and covers 20 employees of the Sheriff's Office. With no questions, I ask approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 250-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 250-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 251-17, resolution authorizing a contract extension to Uniforms Manufacturing Incorporated, Bob Barker Company Incorporated, and Charm Tex Incorporated for inmate clothing in the amount of $105,000.
Approval of this resolution will authorize a one-year contract extension for the purchase of inmate clothing in the jails, which includes shirts, pants, coats, and shoes. It's the final contract extension available from the original bid award in 2012. Any questions, ask approval of this resolution.
Move for passage of 251-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 251-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 252-17, resolution authorizing the termination of dental services agreement between the Board of County Commissioners and William A. Records, DDS.
Commissioners, the next six or seven resolutions here are along the same lines in terms of contract terminations. Complete health services will be provided by NAFCARE beginning June 1st. This particular resolution authorizes the termination of the current dental services contract with William Records as of midnight, May 31st.
Move approval of 252-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 252-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 253-17, resolution authorizing the termination of lab testing services agreement between the Board of County Commissioners and the Columbus Health Department.
Commissioners, this authorizes the termination of the current lab testing services contract with Columbus Health Department as of midnight, May 31st as well.
Move approval of 253-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 253-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 254-17, resolution authorizing the termination of mental health services agreement between the Board of County Commissioners and the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services.
This will terminate the contract with the current contract with Mental Health Services with the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services as of midnight, May 31st.
Move approval of 254-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 254-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 255-17, resolution authorizing the termination of pharmaceutical prescriptions and pharmacist services agreement between the Board of County Commissioners and Diamond Drugs Incorporated.
Approval of this resolution, as mentioned, will terminate the current pharmacy services contract with Diamond Drugs as of midnight, May 31st.
Move approval of 255-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 255-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 256-17, resolution authorizing the termination of the primary care services agreement between the Board of County Commissioners and Excel Care LLC.
Commissioners, this resolution will authorize the termination of the current primary care doctor services contract with Excel Care as of May 31st of this year.
Move approval of 256-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 256-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 257-17, resolution authorizing the termination of temporary staffing services under state term contract.
And finally, this resolution authorizes the termination of the current nursing services purchase order that's utilized under the state term schedule as of midnight, May 31st.
And all of these contract agencies and medical providers understand NAFCARE is starting, and NAFCARE understands June 1st is the day, correct?
Yes, ma'am. There's been, verbal communication regarding this matter, but this is to make it official, allows the county administrator to sign the memos to officially put notice out to these vendors. The current vendors are aware of the June 1st start date, and NAFCARE is working diligently with our staff to get up and running for June 1st. Correct.
Okay. This is a long time in coming.
Oh,
so
yes.
I am really glad we're at this point. No glitches, no gaps in service, correct?
There is none, nor can there be any.
There
so.
cannot be, right. I'm moving approval of this last resolution, 257-17, and there just can't be a gap. Yeah, there just,
Kenneth Wilson, County Administrator. I just can't help but comment. The commissioner looked over here twice at me, so yes, we will do everything necessary to ensure that on June 1, NAVCare is ready to go.
Yeah. I know.
We're,
I know.
we're nervous too, but
I
not-
know.
but we are. I mean, it's just obviously an uncertain time with a big change, but
It's a big change
gonna,
for the
we're-
county, and it's a good change, and I just want it to go well. I mean, this has been a big, big thing for us, and I know you've been working so diligently with the rest of the sheriff's office and Sheriff Baldwin to make sure this goes well, and Chief Stobart and everybody. I just want to make sure as we cancel all of these contracts that we're set.
yeah, and I mean NAVCare, they have a proven track record. They're already in Montgomery
do.
County and Hamilton County, so they're well
Right.
aware of working in the state of Ohio. They can pull from those areas if they need to on the startup. They've already made that
Great.
very clear. So
That's good.
yeah, so
That's good to know, and I know they have a great track record, so, good.
Yes, we, before those letters get mailed out, we'll double check and make sure everything's good.
Okay,
all right.
well, I move approval.
Second. Well, I'm just sitting here, it's been a long time. We've been,
It's been years,
medical services
Yeah.
at the jail have been a conversation around this place for a long time.
a long time.
I'm very hopeful and excited, so.
Yeah.
But I'm also got my fingers crossed. I'm nervous, so let's make it happen. Yep. Good.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes,
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 257-17 has been adopted.
thank
Thank you.
you.
All right, Job and Family Services.
Resolution number 258-17, resolution approving 2 subaward agreements with Community Refugee and Immigration Services and Us Together Incorporated for case management services for refugee families in the amount of $300,000.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Charles Noble, good morning. Chief Strategy Officer, Franklin County Job and Family Services. Recent federal policy decisions have resulted in significant funding cuts for local refugee resettlement agencies and have severely impacted their ability to provide services for refugee families and children recently resettled in the county. These federal policies have resulted in staff layoffs and have already forced the closure of a smaller local resettlement agency, World Relief Columbus. The agreements would fund pilot programming utilizing supplemental TANF dollars to help mitigate for the agency's budget cuts with additional funding. Both Chris and Us Together will be able to continue providing case management services, language interpretation, cultural orientation, and parenting classes for approximately 300 families through the close of the federal fiscal year. Pending any questions, I ask for approval of this resolution.
Thank you for doing this, and I know we talked at briefing about the organizations and their long-term strategies for after this fiscal year. Have you got confidence that they'll be able to be okay? Because we can't continually fund at the same level what they're doing.
So I think we're having discussions now looking at, the long-term solutions, for some of these agencies, understanding, as you said, that, we're not going to be able to fund them in perpetuity. And so at this point, I can't necessarily say with confidence where they'll be at the end of the federal fiscal year, but we are having the conversations.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll move approval of 258-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 258-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 259-17, resolution approving a contract for case management services between the Franklin County Department of Job and Family Services with the City of Columbus, Department of Recreation and Parks, and Central Ohio Area Agency on Aging in the amount of $20,000.
Thank you. So this resolution will approve a memorandum of understanding between FCD, JFS, and CO AAA to provide on-site case management. A JFS case manager will be stationed for up to 20 hours a week at CO AAA's main office on 3776 South High Street, to provide assistance in determining customer eligibility, primarily for Medicaid waiver and long-term care, but also for agency programs like food assistance. The contractual relationship between our agencies began back in October 2014, and under this agreement, COAAA will reimburse Franklin County Job and Family Services for the actual full-time employee costs of an on-site case manager, including salary and benefits, on a quarterly basis, not to exceed a total of $20,000 for the term of the MOU. Pending any questions, I ask for approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 259-17.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 259-17 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Sanitary engineer.
Resolution number 260-17, resolution authorizing a contract modification with Bricker and Eckler for legal and consulting services in the amount of $100,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Chris Long, Deputy Administrator. This resolution before you will authorize a contract modification with Bricker and Eckler. They are representing the county in the litigation against the surety IFIC on the Brown Road and Money Back project. Pending any questions, recommend your approval.
Move approval of 260-17.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 260-17 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Homeland Security and Justice Programs.
Resolution number 261-17, resolution authorizing a contract with Lauris Systems Incorporated for the provision of the supply and delivery of personal radiation detector units in the amount of $66,061.92.
Good morning, Commissioners. Melissa Pearson on behalf of the Franklin County Homeland Security and Justice Programs. The Ohio Emergency Management Agency has prioritized the purchase of radiation detection equipment under the FY 2015 Law Enforcement State Homeland Security Grant Program. Based upon recommendations from the Federal Bureau of Investigations and our Region 4 Law Enforcement Advisory Committee, which represents the 15-county Central Ohio region, 28 handheld radiation monitors are being requested for purchase and distribution to Region 4 law enforcement jurisdictions. The equipment was bid out by the Franklin County Purchasing Department, and Lauris Systems was selected as the lowest and best bidder. Pending any questions, we respectfully request your approval.
Move approval of 261-17.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 261-17 has been adopted.
Thanks, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Thanks, Melissa. Human Resources.
Resolution number 262-17, resolution authorizing a contract extension and modifications with the Stay Well Company, LLC, to provide wellness services for members of the Franklin County Cooperative Health Improvement Program in the amount of $499,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jody Lease, Assistant Director in HR, Employee Benefits and Wellness. This does extend and modify our contract with Stay Well through December 31st of 2017. Stay Well is one of our two vendors who provides wellness services for the Franklin County Cooperative. Most notably, they provide our health portal. Everyone has their health portal who is a member of the Franklin County Cooperative. And through that portal, they get access to their health assessment, lifestyle telephonic health coaching is provided by Stay Well. The Daily Dash, which is a new thing that we're doing this year, which is really fun. And they also support our incentives for the Healthy Pregnancy Program as well. So pending any questions, I request approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 262-17.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 262-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 263-17, resolution authorizing a contract extension and modification with Right Bright Incorporated doing business as a Life Wellbeing Strategies to provide wellness services for members of the Franklin County Cooperative Health Improvement Program in the amount of $328,000.
This also extends and modifies the contract with a wellness vendor. This would be for Right Bite or a Life, as they are currently called. This will extend and modify through December 31st of 2017 as well. They provide, as I think I've called it before, the boots on the ground. They do the biometric screenings on site, the flu shots on site, the challenges, the cooking demos, lunch and learns, things of that nature. So pending any questions, I request approval of this resolution.
I will move approval of 26317.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes,
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 263-17 has been adopted.
and the screenings are very popular. I hear you had to extend them through May, huh?
They are sold out
Sold out.
as we claim. Yes, there are three options that folks have, and the on-site are the easiest and most popular, and we have extended the time frame as well as added nurses to those that are currently scheduled. So it's really exciting to see the activity that's
Yeah, I
we're
had
seeing.
it done and it worked well.
great.
10 minutes
Yeah, in and out.
and accurate, said my doctor.
Good to hear. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Purchasing Department.
Resolution number 264-17, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $3,318,749.26.
Good morning, Commissioners. Carl Cuthbert representing the Purchasing Department. The resolution before you requests your approval of 110 purchase orders. These purchase orders have been pre-certified as availability funds by the county auditor. Pending any questions, I recommend their approval.
I will move approval of 26417.
Second.
Moved in second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes,
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 264-17 has been adopted.
Thanks, Carl.
thank you.
Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 265-17, resolution recognizing reentry as vitally important to public safety and hereby adopting April 23rd through 29th, 2017 as National Reentry Week.
Morning, Kristen.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Commissioners. Kristen Palmer representing the Office of Homeland Security and Justice Programs on behalf of the Reentry Coalition. Commissioners, this resolution is to acknowledge the crucial role that reentry plays in helping Franklin County residents returning from incarceration make successful transitions into the community. An effective reentry process begins at the time someone encounters a law enforcement officer and ends when an individual is stable, safe, and securely reintegrated in the community. When all these elements are present in the neighborhood that individuals return to, they experience lower crime rates, stronger families, and economically viable communities. There's a growing momentum for reentry from the Federal Interagency Reentry Council to State Office of Reentry and local reentry coalitions and task forces such as ourselves. Here in Franklin County, we are structurally unique because our commissioners take an active role in creating and designing reentry policies and procedures and programs that improve the lives of our residents returning to the county from incarceration. Moreover, we have an impressive array of cross-systems collaboration from law enforcement, behavioral health services, all the criminal justice continuum, and various community and social service agencies. And yesterday, we were acknowledged by the City Council, and we have a resolution recognizing National Reentry Week. So, pending any questions, I respectfully request the approval of this resolution recognizing April 23rd to the 29th as National Reentry Week.
I am happy to move for approval of Resolution 26517. And you're right, it is public safety. It is about helping our residents reintegrate into the community. And it's the right thing to do. And it's what this Board of Commissioners stands for, doing the right thing for all of our residents in the county. So I think I speak for all of us in this, on this dais, that it's the right thing to do.
You do?
To help all of our residents be successful.
Yeah, that's what we've been working for a long time, so it's great stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.
Second.
Oh, yeah. I guess we didn't vote on it.
Moved in second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 265-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 266-17, resolution authorizing the granting of a deed to the City of Columbus for the extension of Beale Street.
Good morning, Commissioners. Chris Long, Deputy Administrator. As the clerk read, this resolution would authorize the granting of a deed to the City of Columbus. This is for a right-of-way extension, and Bell Street is on the property that runs next to what will be the new National Veterans Memorial and Museum. Pending any questions, recommend your approval.
Move approval of 26617.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 266-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 267-17, resolution authorizing a modification of a contract with Calfee, Halter, and Griswold for legal services for the drafting of contract documents in the amount of $20,000.
Commissioners, this resolution would authorize a contract modification with Calfee, Halter, and Griswold. They've been assisting us, Public Facilities, and the Prosecutor's Office, working with us on developing our new forms and procedures for the construction manager at risk process. And this will allow us to continue as we complete that process.
Move approval of 26717.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 267-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 268-17, resolution authorizing the county administrator to enter into a data use agreement.
Commissioners, this resolution would authorize a data use agreement with the Community Shelter Board. As you know, there are often an interaction between homelessness, eviction, the justice system, and this will allow additional data so that as staff, we can recommend to you the best use of county funds toward the justice system as a whole. Pending any questions, recommend your approval.
Move approval of 26817.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 268-17 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution number 269-17, resolution appointing Stephen S. Brooks to the Columbus Franklin County Finance Authority Board of Trustees.
Good morning, Commissioners. Eric Janis, Deputy Administrator. Reminder, this is a joint appointment with the City of Columbus, and pending any questions, I beg your pardon, would recommend this new appointment.
Move approval of 26917.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 269-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 270-17, resolution appointing officers to the New American Advisory Council.
Commissioners, back in February, you passed Resolution 095-17 establishing the New Americans Advisory Council. This resolution would select officers from those appointments. Resolution 157-17, which was passed back in March, made initial appointments to the council. These 4 members would serve as the officers. Pending any questions, would recommend approval.
Move approval of 27017.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 270-17 has been adopted.
Thanks, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Antoine, do we have any journalizations today?
There are none.
Being none, we will stand adjourned for April 18th. We'll see everybody next week. Thanks.